So we're getting all the things ready for our first welcome in England. I'm very excited about this. Have all our list of things that we need to take. It's incredible the amount of crap we're going to take for only one night.
Well, it's to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm very excited. Right, we gotta keep moving. Alright, I think we have everything. We're ready now to go. We are making sure we're very layer up because it's winter and I'm a little bit anxious about the cold. It's my first winter camping, so it's making sure we're not going to be cold.
Okay, so we've just parked up and we're going to take a little walk over there down the edge of the field in the bushes, in the forest. Apparently there's a hill fort or a fort of some kind. We'll try and find that first.
I'm wearing all our gear now.
All wrapped up in big bags. Off we go.
So we're both sweating. It's quite a good exercise going up the hill with these backpacks. Are we getting closer to the fort where we're going to see if we can find a flat area of ground to do a bit of bushcraft there. It'll be fun. Fun. Okay. This must be the fort land. Like,
Yeah, this is
it's quite flat. It's heavy as well. I don't know what is this and what is it doing around the tree?
Big iron ring.
Yeah.
Must have always been there. I mean, this tree's pretty high.
From the time of the fort.
Yeah.
From the fort ages. What we found there? A little, I don't know, marking. I don't know why this will be here. It has a letter J.
We just found a few clearings here. There's some nice flat clearings in between the trees and everything. But just up ahead, on the map it says there's I think it's a disused reservoir of some sort. And it's definitely a man-made structure, so we're just going to check out and see what it is.
They have fenced it. There's a path on the side. So let's follow Pete. Oh, I heard a bird. Yeah. Oh. Wow, this is flat. What is in there? You want to show?
You can't see anything. Well, I can see it with my eyes, but I don't think you see it with the GoPro. I can see the bottom. So this is on top of this reservoir thing. So I think we found our spot. I mean, you kind of get a bit fussy and you can walk around for ages going, oh, it's not quite flat. It's never going to be perfectly flat, but I think this is pretty flat.
Yeah, we're quite high, so we're protected. There's no evidence of animal, like holes or anything around here.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be disturbing the wildlife.
And then you got these two trees here that I think we're going to try, if we can find the material, to make like some sort of structure. Have a fire here and then tent here. So that you got the warmth from the fire and a barrier there to bring the warmth towards you in the tent.
I'm going to have
That's the idea.
We're going to play a little bit in the woods.
Yeah.
This is what we
Bushcraft
like
doesn't always work out, but yeah. Okay. Should we start looking for materials and stuff?
Yeah.
Making a plan.
I wanted to talk about it.
Oh, go on then.
We want to make a fire, so we want to find wood that is dry or dryish. So what you want is, we call it aliens, so they don't belong to actually the tree, and they're just hanging here. Look, this is not attached to anything, but it's
Well, that's
hanging.
standing, dead standing
That's
wood.
their standing wood. So yeah, but there is some bits of it up there. That's an alien.
Yeah, you can see little bits.
Yeah.
Well, you can't see it very well on here, but
So it will be humid, but it will not be totally wet. So we can try to use this for our fire.
yeah. If it's on the floor, it's just too wet.
This is actually green. It's not very good.
No. And maybe
It does make
the
crack.
thick bit, some of the thick bit you might be able to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's get
Right, switching
working.
off.
It's getting trapped. Ah, you're a garden. Oh my goodness. So we're finding the materials in wood that has been already cut, apparently. We're trying, it needs to be a little bit green, otherwise it will not be strong enough to hold the shelter. But this way we don't have to take living wood. Okay, so we have found our piece.
Would be better if this one was a little bit longer to match that, but there's not a massive amount of good material around here, is there?
Well, no, this is
A
just
lot of it's just too rotten.
yeah. Okay, give it a shake to show us how solid it is. There we go. Now we just need to cover it with sticks and we will be done. In finding lots of branches to cover it, and then finally we'll find some pine leaves or stuff to put on top. Okay, so first we put the sticks, then on top of the sticks we put these beech leaves. So they're quite flat and they hold everything well together. Not leaves, branches, sorry. And then on top of the beech we're putting those large branches. Do you want to show one bit? Oh, they're quite good because they're very, very branchy.
Get some on the top there.
Exactly, and they cover all the gaps. And then on top of that we're going to put a few leaves of fern. Now if we were going to sleep in it, we need to make it very thick, because we're just using it as a bit of shelter to reflect the fire, to make
You would need to spend like a couple of hours at
Yeah.
least collecting leaves and everything, wouldn't you? A few hours maybe.
Definitely, which we are not doing today. Yeah, it's coming through. Let me show you. This way. Looking good. Okay, and this is how it's going to look. Our shelter for tonight. It's not perfect. We're not professionals. Actually, this is the first shelter that we do on our own. So, don't judge. This is how it looks in the inside. It's actually quite good. And hopefully this will keep us nice and warm for dinner.
Okay, so we're losing light fast, but there's the shelter. I've just dug out a little bit of a hole in the floor now. I'm going to put this fire blanket in there and then put a bit of soil back on top and a bit of wood on top of that, wet wood, and we'll do the fire on top of that, and the fire blanket will just protect the floor, make sure the fire doesn't burn down into the soil and the roots of the tree and damage anything. Maybe it's a little bit over the top for some people, but it just protects the natural environment a bit more.
Okay, so it's totally dark now. We're starting to put up the tent. We got our shelter done. I don't know if you can see anything. I don't think you can. Our shelter done here. Here we're going to be placing our little fire. And this is our non-jet up tent. So we're doing that now. It is getting a couple of bunches of thin sticks, which are commonly called in bushcraft faggots. As well as it sounds. And we have a bit of cotton wool there, ready to throw a sparkle and start a fire. Everything is quite wet, so it may take us a couple of tries to do it. Let's give him some time to get the faggots ready. Okay, there he goes.
Oh.
go. Now the cotton wool has a bit of Vaseline, just because it's quite wet today, so we wanted to give us the best chance to turn a fire that we could have. So the Vaseline, what it makes is, it makes the cotton wool last a little bit longer, and it helps to start the fire. There you go. Oh, already smells nice. So as you can see, we are building a tower-like structure. It's a bit like a Jenga, but with space between the wood. This is the best way to start a fire when there is a wet climate, because the wood at the bottom dries the wood at the top. And that allows you to make a lovely fire pretty quickly. Need to start putting thicker wood in it. There you go. Good job, Bit. Good fire.
So it's proper pitch black now. Got the fire. Can't really see much else, but Issa's eating a sandwich.
Cheers, lunch.
I brought along this strange Fanta. Managed to get some weird, like, foreign drinks and flavours of Fanta and snacks. It's got it upside down. I think it's lemon and mint. I'll give that a go. Excited about that.
You are.
Important to have a little treat when you're out camping, isn't it? Just trying to get this sort of chicken stock boiling up so we can get our noodles in there.
Yep.
We didn't have lunch. We ate our sandwiches late. So this is the second course.
Exactly. Well, we dry my sleeping bag. We have an accident.
And we're drying Issa's sleeping bag out because some of the chicken stock leaked out in her bag and went all over her sleeping bag.
Yay!
Because she didn't heed my advice to put it in a plastic bag. But we won't go on about it. So here it is. This is what it's come to.
Delicious.
Got these little tins. Maybe I'll show you them in better light. With this, they all pack into each other. There's like 2 pots on that and a lid. And yeah, it's like, I think it's a World War II German DDR or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Cool, isn't it?
Don't know if you can see my face, but we're just sitting here, probably going to hit the tent soon, but letting the fire sort of warm us up a bit and then go down. This shelter's worked quite well, hasn't it?
My light is a
there we
bit
go.
stronger. Yeah, this is our little shelter behind us, and we have the fire in front of us, which means
It sort of captures the heat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's definitely like when you stand up and walk off, you really feel the difference. But yeah, the fire's going pretty well at the moment. Oh, my torch is flashing.
Cheers! Have my explorer bag.
Lisa's drinking wine.
Work.
Typical Spanish.
Typical Lisa. So how to speak Spanish. Just enjoying myself, having a little treat. You have sugary drinks, I have wine.
You can't really see it.
Hello?
So this is where the fire was. It was still an ember from the night before, even though we made sure like it was all flattened out. And it wasn't. It kept going out, so we thought that it wasn't going to last. But I don't know if you can really make it out. There's like smoke coming out of it. There was a few embers, so we're just making sure that it's totally dead before we go, and then we'll spread it out a bit as well.
You can see the fire blanket.
That's the fire blanket, so you can see that it's burnt a bit, but it's done its job. It's stopped mostly stopped the you know, the fire from getting right down to the ground underneath it.
Cup.
Right, it's morning. We didn't record much we didn't record anything in the tent last night or this morning because we were too busy getting ready and stuff. But
And getting warm, it was quite cold.
yeah. And yeah, there was not a lot of light and stuff, so. But just getting the bags packed up. We did get up in the dark. It suddenly got bright, so we need to get this tent packed away. Sharpish. We're nearly there, aren't we? Everything's wet. Not really rain, just serious moisture in the air, a lot of fog and stuff. So, okay. See you when we're on our way back.
Our little shelter. I didn't get to show the parking yesterday. I didn't put that much. It's a lot of hard work. Yeah. It made its function. So we're in the path again. We're going to walk for a little bit before we have breakfast. Just so we're not next to the place where we camp and we're a little bit warmer and we find some more comfortable place to sit down. That would be nice. Very early in the morning.
Well, we found a viewpoint and a bench. I was just about to set up to have breakfast and a cup of tea, but it's starting to rain, so I think we're just going to head back to the car. We haven't really got a proper shelter here,
No.
so we'll just get out there and have a cup of tea somewhere else.
Alright, lucky we went back in the car. It's actually quite dripping now. Raining a little bit. We're going to a cafe for someone else to make us the breakfast after a cold night. It was fun, but now it's time to go back home.